Here we are, Durikai State Forest fossicking area, about 40 kilometres west of Warwick on the Cunningham Highway. If you want to find it, then obviously you can just Google it and follow the instructions from the old Google. But anyway, so we've just got here, and again, just like all the other fossicking areas that we've taped for you guys, such as Gympie and also Thanes Creek, we intend to just get you straight onto the gold. G'day, here we are, new day, new adventure. Today we're in Durikai State Forest fossicking area, so following on from yesterday's Thanes Creek area, and this is another area you can come to fossick, providing you got your Queensland fossicking license. So yeah, today it looks like it's pretty quiet, and looks like the water is starting to subside here after the rain they had I guess about 4 weeks ago now. So this is our first time here as well, so gonna have a bit of a look around. There's a few little bits of water around in water holes, but not a lot, so there'll be no sluicing, that's for sure, just panning. I've just got the Equinox out at the moment, just trying to get a few areas where I can hear some heavies have fallen out, and I might just have a few pans and see how we go. You can see the material in this in the wash down here is similar to the Thanes Creek area. It's very shaly, slaty bedrock that's been smashed up. Anyway, get a pan wet. That's right. First pan. You can just see a couple of little bits there, and plenty of ironstone, as you can see. So first pan, 100%. So far, so good. Just out of this hole here. Just out of that hole, which is, for your guys' reference, if you come, try and look for somewhere you can recognise. So you drive into the driveway. I better show you, I suppose. When you come in, you'll see a track. You come down and you can just park sort of on the road there, and there's a track down to the creek. There's a creek on the right, and you follow this track down. So just as something to keep in mind, they had a lot of rain here 3 weeks ago, to the point where you can see the debris. Pretty sure that's flood debris there in the tree. So it got pretty high, and you can see the flood debris over there as well. So this creek was flooding 3 weeks ago, and as you can see, there's next to no water in it already. So Durikai State Forest fossicking area, make sure you've had rain recently, so at least you've got some puddles to wash your pans out with. Otherwise, yeah, it's not worth coming, because without water you can't really do anything. So yeah, coming down the track, follow it down until this track sort of leads into a bit of a walk track, and then what you want to do is come across the creek. You can see this part of the creek has rocks that have been, the creek's floods this way, and it's obviously hit this section here, and the rocks have flicked up here. So you've got this whole deposit of rocks, and Smokey's just pretty much dug right here. First pan, and first bit of gold. There's a couple of tiny bits up the top. Hopefully you can make that out. So pretty much what you want to do is just follow this section here, but look for the bigger rocks. So you can see how these rocks here are larger, and most prospectors would have probably followed this line down in here. So I reckon it'd be pointless digging down in here at this stage, because that would have been done a million times. So I reckon you're better off following this little section here where you've got the larger rocks. So pull the larger rocks out, dig down into there, and you'll find gold. And you can see, if I step back here, you can see the bigger rocks here in this area. All this stuff over here is lighter, and you're less likely to find gold up there. What you want to do is pick out this section here. So that's the spot, Durikai State Forest, fossicking area, and these flies are freaking bad. Make sure you bring a fly net, which I've got in the car. I'm going to go get now. So that's right, straight on it. Smokey's got you on it, so there you go. Yes, to just prove that wasn't a fluke, the second pan we just got another 3 specks in it. Not huge gold, but again continuing the 100% gold to pan ratio in this little area again that I showed you. I just dug in that hole, so just to see whether it meant anything to depend on where you dug. We just dug a hole over here and we didn't get anything in that, so goes to show, you know, you can't just dig anywhere. You got to kind of use your noggin, but still have a look around, you know. So that's why I've given you a spot, so you can guaranteed you can find something anyway. And then once you get sick of all the small bits, if you get sick of them, then you can go hunting and prospecting, and then if you can't find anything, you can come back to keep yourself interested. So there you go. We might look for another spot for you now. So now we guaranteed that little spot, and now we'll try and find a better spot and maybe find some bigger stuff. So hopefully we can do that for you and you can get on the nuggets. That's right. So I just want to give a shout out on this video to Debbie, who we met at the Cara rest area behind the pub. Debbie, pleased to meet you today, and thanks for the waypoint to the Durikai fossicking area here where we are today. Great lady who was happy to share information and pass it on, and very avid and keen prospector, and we happened to mention the Smokey Joe channel, and she was already a subscriber. So Debbie, if you're out there, that's right, nice to meet you. So yeah, just going back on the so we just tried another pan now out of this hole, and one tiny speck, so not a great result. So again, I think you'd be better off in that first section so far that we've showed you, but what Smokey has done is release that little tiny bit into this little section. So we'll see if our luck comes good now. If ever you guys are struggling, always try that. Release a bit back to the wild, don't be greedy, and Mother Nature might return the favour. So let's see how we go now. That's right. Alright, so a little walk up the creek. There's the little hole there where Smokey put that last little bit of gold. So I've just walked up. Here's the main creek, and just off to the side there's a side tributary that runs down here, and someone's had a bit of a dig down in here. I'm assuming they weren't very lucky, either that or they didn't have the right materials to get the rest of that up. So just going to show you something that you can do if you don't have a yabby pump. Now with the water, I'm just going to try and work the material down. If I can find a spot where it's probably in there and in here and in that corner there. So if I just pour the water in there slowly, I should be able to then just agitate the material. I just get in there with my fingers, just get rid of the overburden. And you can see there's a few rocks coming out. So now what you're going to do is get this snuffer bottle, release the pressure like that, and then just get it down in there, and then just suck up all the goodness. I think it's fairly clay like this material in here, so it will tend to clog up the snuffer bottle. Just like that. I'll just try this front section as well. See if I can get anything out of this, and if I do, then I can make sure I've got everything out of that bedrock there. So I'll just give this a quick rinse and see how we go. See if we can find some flecks in this. Here we go. Oh. So it's very clayey material, so I'll try and get a bit of fresh water in there and see what we're working with. Okay, so that's starting to wash down a little bit now. And there you go. I don't know if you can see that, but there's gold, and there's another few little bits there. So let me just clean this up for you. Hang on a sec. Righto. So what can I see there? I can see 3 bits in total, one tiny bit next to the bigger piece and then one to the right. So that's the biggest bit for the day. So that tells me 2 things. One thing, they didn't clean the bottom of that hole out, so I'm going to go back and clean that out and make sure I've got everything. And secondly, that tributary contains gold unless the main flow of this creek is washing gold into that bedrock area. So that's another thing. So this side tributary, it's a very small one. So that's going to tell me also that there's gold not far up there, up that hill. So if I can find another crevice area up there, it might be well worth having a look. So I'll go check that out as well, and we'll see what else we can find. That's right. Alright, so just doing a clean up for the day. See how much we got. That's not too bad, I guess. A few bits in there. Shuck that up in the snuffer bottle. Yeah. Alright. So there you go, guys. Durikai State Forest fossicking area. It's a thumbs up. Go to that spot I showed you back down the creek there with the big rocks. Until next time. That's right, keep them wet, heads down. See you later. Go to that spot I showed you back down the creek there with the big rocks, and Smokey had a 100% gold to pan ratio, and you can have some fun out here as well.
Don't mush things over your face.
Oh well, this is good.
There you go. Start again.
Oh, it's start again, yeah, no worries. I was going good then too. So anyway, thanks for coming along. Durikai State Forest. Thanks for coming along.
It was like in your mouth.
Righto, so just to prove that wasn't a fluke, second pan had 3 specks in it. Not huge again, but Continuing the 100% gold to pan ratio. Oh, that was smart.
100%.
No, I left the GoPro cover on.
Oh, okay.
Blooper. That was good too. That was going well. Maybe I can just voice over that stuff and then just.
Yeah, you did.